So let's try this here. So we're going to use the distance formula to find the length from R to S. Remember, if you have two capital letters next to each other like this with no symbol above them, it's talking about the distance from R to S. So R is at 2, 3. Plot that point, put an R next to it. S is at 4, negative 1. So we're trying to find that distance right there. Okay, you cannot count because it is not horizontal or vertical. So you cannot count how many boxes it goes through. That will not give you an exact answer. Okay, so we want to find the distance from R to S. So I said we could use the lowercase d up above, but since we know the names of the points, we can use RS as the distance that we're trying to find. Okay, so the points that they gave us are x1, y1, x2, and y2. And it doesn't matter which point you label as x1 and which one is x2. As long as each point is xy, it doesn't matter if R was x2 and y2 and S was x1 and y1, you will get the same answer. Okay, so according to what we have, our distance formula says to do x2 minus x1, so that'll be 4 minus 2 squared. And then y2 minus y1 will be negative 1 minus 3 squared. Okay, using order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You want to do parentheses first. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. Now you want to put that in parentheses because that squared is going to square that negative. It goes with the 4. Also because we don't like to have a plus and a minus sign right next to each other, so we need those parentheses. So 2 squared is 2 times 2, that's 4. And negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. So we got the square root of 20. Okay, so at this point you need to do a factor tree to reduce that square root. So we would put a 20 over here. We have a square root of 20. The factor tree, the smallest number that goes into 20 is 2. So we do 2 and 10, which 10 turns into 2 and 5. And 5 is a prime number, so we're done. That's our prime factorization. Circle your pair of 2's. One of the 2's in the circle disappears, so the other 2 escapes, and you have a 5 left on the inside. So our answer for the distance is 2 root 5. It's the distance from R to S. And you can put that in your calculator and see what it is as a decimal. It's going to be 4 point something, because I know that square root of 5 is a little more than the square root of 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. It'll be a little more than 4.